Guess what time it is? It's time for the mid-month messages for February 2025. Sorry about that. Had an alarm go off. Okay. Sorry about that. Mid-month messages for February 2025. So, what I'm looking for in the mid-month messages is I'm checking to see if timelines have changed. Yes, timelines can change very, very easily, as a matter of fact. All you got to do is take the advice provided to you in the main monthly reading and apply it to your situation. And that could change your timelines. So that's the whole point of this video today. So you know what to do if you need a personal reading. The information is in the description of this video. And don't forget, y'all, this coming Saturday, February 15th at 11 a.m. Pacific time is going to be the very first day that I start the live $25 readings on this channel. Okay? That's going to be a weekly thing every Saturday. Live $25 readings. So it's going to be, functionally, it's going to be just like the 2222s. Okay, you can pre-order on my website, tarotwithrich.com. The ones that come in first get read first. Okay? But if you want a pre-recorded reading, currently all I'm doing are the 24-hour same-day readings only right now. Okay? So you can read up all about that on my website, tarotwithrich.com. The information is in the description. Okay? All right, y'all, let's jump into this. Let's jump on in. I'm starting this off with the person you dealt with in the past. Let's see, is Capricorn on the same timeline with the person from the past? If timelines change, did they change for the better or for the worse? How's it looking for Capricorn and the person from the past? Boo! Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Is that you? If that's you, that looks like you ain't giving a fuck. I'm kind of feeling like this person is out looking for somebody new. They may already be in another relationship, but I know they're out looking for a new relationship. And the only thing I can think with this right here is that you just flipped a switch and you're turning your feelings off completely. It's like you're finally figuring out how to do that somehow. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Maybe you go to check their social media and it says in a relationship with such and such, you know, that one person they told you not to worry about or whatever, you know, and some switch flips and it's like you lose all feelings in an instant. Something is making you flip a switch and just turn your feelings off when it comes to this person here. I don't know what it is. I'm throwing out speculations and guesses. I don't know why you're flipping that switch. Something's turning your feelings off, though. Something is. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you. How's the past person feeling about Capricorn, universe? See, they already think you don't care about them. Well, I do kind of think they want to talk to you. They're curious as to how you feel about them. Yeah, they're really curious as to how you feel about them. But yeah, they are in a hurry to try to find somebody new. This is the kind of person that just doesn't want to be alone. You know, they just want to be in a relationship. They think that's what's going to solve their problems. That's what's going to make their sadness and loneliness go away. They just want to jump into the quickest, fastest, easiest relationship that they possibly can. But same two cards I just held up in the last spread. Same two cards. They feel like you done flipped that switch. But they're curious. They're wondering how you really feel. But I don't think they have faith that the two of you would ever be able to connect again. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's like they feel like this is just done. Dun 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 dun. So they just want to find a new relationship as soon as possible to get it off their mind. So obviously they feel some type of way, you know? They feel some type of way. Okay. Well, kind of boring, wasn't it? A little bit boring. Not much there, is it? Let's get the advice. What is the best advice? What is the best advice? Ooh. Okay, here we go. Hey, don't put your life on hold waiting around for this person. That's what the cards are saying. Don't wait around on this person. Ace of Cups. It's time for your next soul contract. Yeah, you and this person completed your cycle. You completed your cycle. So, completed your contract. The two of you coming together served its purpose. So basically that means spiritually, there technically is no reason for the two of you to reconnect. Technically. Now, is it possible to come back together and write a new contract after you've already completed your first one? Technically, yes. But of the almost 5,000 personal readings that I've done in my career, I've seen that happen successfully one time. One time. I've probably seen it attempted 3 of the 5,000 times, but I've seen it successful one time. But that proves that it is possible, technically. But, I mean, especially when that switch flips like that, don't fight that process. It's time for your next soul contract. Okay? It's time for the next one. That normally doesn't come through like that, but maybe at some point later on down the line, a closure conversation may need to happen, but honestly, it really feels like you are well on your way. At least by the time Aries season gets here, you probably will have already closed this out. So, I don't know if a closure conversation would really be necessary for the majority of you. But, wow, okay, that's interesting. All right, let's shift gears now. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the new person. What's going on with the newest person in Capricorn's life? Are you on the same timeline? If timelines changed, did they change for the better or for the worse? Okay, 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, got that Lover's card, though. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of weird. I was thinking I'd see the 9 of Swords, but 4 of Swords is close enough. This connection is getting really, really, really intense really quickly. And something is bothering you about that you didn't think about before you connected with this person. You're afraid that you might accidentally lose your independence. You may be worried. You may have been working really, 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 really hard on independence. And you may be afraid that this connection might cause you to slip into codependency. So that's such a slippery slope, dude. Such a slippery slope. Because I have the 9 of Pentacles upright, 9 of Cups reversed. But I just think the intensity of this connection is scaring you into thinking, God damn, I'm starting to feel codependent. What the fuck? I mean, it is possible. I don't want to unpack all that here. I really don't. So I'm not going to unpack all that. I don't feel like it, and it would take too damn long. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But man, I'm going to tell you what, this connection's getting intense. Intense, y'all. Intense. So, okay. Well, let me see this person's feelings, energies, and intentions towards you. It's looking good so far. I think you're just worried because you didn't expect this connection to be this intense. What's this person's feelings and intentions towards you? 3 of Pentacles. All right, last shuffle. Knight of Pentacles, Emperor. Okay. Well, they're a little bit guarded. I don't think it really freaks them out that much, though. Ooh, Lover's card for them, too. So they feel the same. They feel the same connection you do. The exact same connection. And yeah, they're a little bit guarded. A little bit. But they're willing to let their guard down. It's not freaking them out quite as bad as it is you. I'm honestly thinking you might just be overthinking this a little bit, Capricorn. You might be overthinking this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, feeling a really, 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 really intense connection doesn't make you codependent, okay? Emotional codependency doesn't mean I'm in love with you. That's not, emotional codependency means I depend on you to be my only source of happiness. That's what emotional codependency means. Emotional codependency means I need a relationship to be the solution to my loneliness, my sadness, and my emptiness. I won't be happy until after I'm in a relationship. That's what emotional codependency means. That's not what's happening here. But I get where you're coming from. I do. I mean, my wife says stuff like that from time to time, you know? She'll be like, I want to go to the store, but I don't want to go without you. Oh my God, I'm feeling so codependent today. That's not codependent. Okay, that's not codependent. Again, I don't want to unpack all that, man, because I'll be sitting here talking for 20 fucking minutes about that. So this person's intentions are solid. They are starting to believe that you are their person. Okay? So Lover's card twice in a row. I'm not here to claim whether they are or they're not, but I will tell you this much. If you come to me for a personal reading and you ask me, is this person my person? This is the card I'm looking for. This is the card I'm looking for. The Lover's card. Okay. So let's see the outcome. Let me get an outcome spread on this. Let's see how it plays out for the next 60 days. How's it playing out? For the next 60 days. Two more shuffles. Two more. All right. King of Swords reversed. Okay, well, I'm seeing you all, I don't know, it kind of feels like you're I'm feeling like you're what's the word? Kind of resisting this a little bit, honestly. I think you're kind of resisting this. You're afraid of losing yourself. Well, first of all, okay, so it's not coming to an end, okay? Nobody's ending this. Nobody's getting ghosted. Separation is not happening. But there's a lot of things that I think you're concerned about. I'm thinking you're concerned about losing your independence. Concerned that it's making you question yourself. You know, this is one of those connections that's so intense. It's making you be like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm doing things I told myself I would never do. I'm saying things that I never thought I would say. What is going on with me? It's freaking you out a little bit, you know? So you're kind of putting up some energetic resistance to this a little bit. And it's causing a little bit of tension between the two of you. A little bit. But I'm thinking, though, that this is a long-term soul contract. I mean, everything that I'm seeing here so far says that this is a long-term contract. So this person is not supposed to be leaving your life anytime soon. From everything I'm gathering here, I didn't look at the soul contract. But if you come to me for a personal reading, how many of you have gotten a reading from me? Probably a few of you. What's the first thing I look at? First thing. I don't care if you send me 2 pages of your story, okay? I don't care what your questions are. I don't care what your situation is. What's the first thing I look at? The soul contract. No matter what your questions are. Now, I like it when that's one of your questions. Some people come to me and they say, what's the soul contract? Or why did this person come into my life? And I'll tell you, I was going to look at that, whether you ask that question or not. That's the first thing I fucking look at. Now, I don't really do that in these general readings. But everything that I've seen so far, this looks like the energy of a long-term contract. So, let's get the advice on this. Let's get the advice. What is the advice? Boom, boom. Long-term contract. Long-term. So, okay, hang on. I think I know where this is going. Hold up. Okay. All right. All right. So, you don't... Look, I get how scary it is. Because what this is doing is this is awakening a version of you that you didn't know existed. And that has to happen that way. It has to happen that way. Okay? Fighting the process will Eventually, if you keep fighting this process and fighting this process and fighting it and fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, eventually you're going to be backed into a corner. And you will have no choice but to A, let your guard down and go with it. B, take off and run from it. Or start lying. Start lying. That they're, after a certain point, you'll be back into a corner, and that'll be your three choices. I would recommend the former. Okay? I would recommend letting your guard down and going with it, even though it's scary. This is triggering ugly things inside of you. Whenever you come together with somebody that you can build a life partnership with, in order to build that life partnership together, the two of you have to bring out the best in each other. In this dimension of dualism, how do you bring out the best in you? By bringing out the worst in you and getting rid of it, right? By challenging the worst in you. It can be a scary process. Sometimes it can be an ugly process. But retrospectively, it's a very necessary process, okay? I know, I've been there. Oh, trust me, I know. How many of you have been following me since day one? Since 2018? How many of you? Do you recognize me from back then? Click off of this, go to the search bar and type in Rich Lopp, Capricorn, September 2018. That was the first Capricorn video I ever did. You ain't gonna recognize me. You won't recognize me at all. Trust me, I know. It's scary, but go with it, okay? All right. Let's see what's coming in next. Let's see what's coming in for the singles. Is Capricorn still on the same timeline for what's coming in next? Are we still on the same timeline? If timelines change, did they change for the better or for the worse? Uh-oh, we got that codependency card again. Don't do this to me, Capricorn. I don't feel like talking about that shit tonight. I don't feel like it, man. I don't feel like it. This person might be a codependent, though. Okay. I got to make a deal with the universe and my guides real quick. Okay, guides, I don't feel like talking about this shit tonight. I really don't. I don't have the energy. And there's a bunch of my OG followers that don't fucking feel like hearing me repeat myself. So please don't let it come out again. But if it comes out again, okay, I'll talk about it, but I really don't want to. There we go. There's my deal with my guides. Okay, so the next person coming in is a bit of a codependent. They are pretty lonely, pretty broken. I think they are hung up on a past person. So yeah, they're still grieving the loss of a past person, and that has thrown them into an emotionally codependent state. You may not be 100% sure if you're all that interested in this person in the beginning. You're trying to keep a very, very level head, and not get too emotionally involved. And I think there's something about this person's energy that is a little bit off-putting in the very beginning. In the very, very beginning. So you're keeping them at a little bit of a distance in the beginning. That's all I'm getting here. It's not telling me nothing else. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, shit. I fucking hate it when that happens, dude. That only happens when I'm in the middle of a live reading. My ear starts ringing so fucking loud, I go deaf in that ear. For like 2 seconds, you know? Okay, let's see this person's truest, deepest feelings and intentions. Next person coming in for Capricorn. What's their truest, deepest feelings and intentions? Three of Pentacles reversed. Well, they are on a hell of a pity party wagon. Yeah. They are on one hell of a pity party wagon. It feels to me like they are fresh out of a relationship. So they're going through the boo-hoo, poor pitiful me. And I'm not trying to downplay anything anybody's going through. I get it, man, you know. I get it. I don't see this person has bad intentions. Okay, so to be all the way real, they're probably a very, very good-hearted person that was treated very unfairly and hurt very badly. I get it. But my thing is, why are you getting into a fucking relationship while you're going through that? God damn it, man. That's how so many people end up getting hurt. You know how many people are ruined because of people who had no business getting into a relationship, trying to get involved. That person falls in fucking love with them and they're too fucked up to even be in a relationship and they end up fucking them over. It's a chain reaction, you know? But I don't think this person has bad intentions. They are pretty fucking broken, though. When it all comes down to it, at the end of the day, they do want to settle down and build a life partnership with somebody. But they're very broken. They still have a lot of healing to do from their last relationship. A whole lot. A whole lot. All right, well, let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. What's the outcome for the first 60 days? Will it take a turn for the best, take a turn for the worst, or just kind of plateau and be slow and boring? How's it playing out for the first 60 days? Next person coming in. Ooh, 4 of Wands, okay. Hang on. Ah, 2 of Wands. So you ain't 100% in it. Not really. You're still not 100% sure if you're committed to this. I think they are. I think they're deciding to commit to this, but there's a part of you that you're just not sure. You're not 100% sure. I think you're making the decision to go through with it. So it's not that you're not going through with it. You're making the decision to stick with it and go through the motions. But at the deepest level, you're not 100% sure if you're 100% committed. See what I'm saying? All right. Advice. What is the advice? What's the advice? Best advice. Okay. Boo boop be doo. Damn it, man. Hey, okay, well that's what you're doing. That is what you're doing. Okay. So maybe this doesn't really need advice. Maybe you're handling this the way you should. So don't make a solid decision right away. Give it some time. Give it some time. I think give it time for the honeymoon phase to kind of start dwindling down a little bit. Because that's when the real magic starts happening, believe it or not. That's when the truth about the connection will be revealed, is when the honeymoon phase starts wearing off. Okay? That's when it's time to get to work. That's when we really start connecting at a genuine level. So, but I would be paying attention to the energy in the meantime. Be paying attention to the energy in the meantime. Give this person a chance to process through whatever it is that they've been going through. Maybe you can even help them, especially if they're not on the same spiritual level as you. They might actually benefit from you assisting them through their healing process, you know? So, okay. I wouldn't let it go. Let's see, what's this, February? By Aries season. By Aries season, if you're still not 1,000% convinced as to whether or not you're committed to this by Aries season, you might want to really start making a decision as to what you're going to do. Are you going to stay or go? Okay. But I think you're handling this the right way. Okay. Don't question yourself too much. Just give it time. All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Capricorn family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is in the description. And don't forget, Saturday, February 15th at 11 a.m. Pacific time is going to be the very first day of my new weekly $25 live readings on this channel. So you can pre-order on my website. The ones that come in first get read first. It's going to be structurally identical to the 2222s. I'm just tweaking my style just a little bit to change it up some. But if you want a pre-recorded reading, currently for the time being, I'm only doing 24-hour same-day readings only right now, okay? So all that information is in the description of the video. And I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.